Welcome back, Good Life Riders, to another 5-Minute Friday. This week we are going to talk a little bit about risk assessment. From the 20,000 miles that I have done this year, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the close calls that I've ran into. And this is kind of feeding off of the MC Rider video he recently did about risk assessment. So the first situation we're going to talk about is this situation coming up right here, in which this car decides he likes my lane as much as I liked my lane. And if you noticed in that, we're going to rewind it here and go back and let you see that again. And you can see here, I'm going to continue out this clip a little bit, and you can see this dude was all over the place. He didn't care about anybody but himself. So being aware of those situations and handling those situations is one of the things you have to assess. So what we are going to talk about are some of the would-haves, could-haves, and should-haves that I should have done in these situations, or that I did do in this situation, to alleviate a crash opportunity, well, not opportunity, a crash situation, or a situation that could have gone a little bit better. And as you can see, this guy was all over the road, not caring about anybody but himself. So let's rewind back and talk about this. So as you can see, I am cruising along. This is St. Louis area, I believe 640, around the south side of St. Louis. And as you notice, this guy's way over in the right lane. I saw him start coming over, and I knew he was coming right into my lane. You can hear me back off the throttle a little bit, and I told him what I thought of that, which probably isn't the best thing to do on a motorcycle, but I knew he was coming over in my lane. Probably should have caught a little bit sooner and been back a little further from him so he could just have merged. But I knew from the way he was reacting that was going to happen. One of the things that I do when I ride in highways and situations where there's lots of cars is I do not ride in the no-see zone or right up, like right next to them. I try to either be way back and get past cars, or I try to ride by myself like this. I try to monitor my speed so that I can be either by myself, or if I see that somebody's riding considerably slower, I try to ride fast enough to be able to get past them right away. Okay, here we have another situation as I was riding along doing this. Both of these clips are from me doing a 1K in a day back from Alabama. And here I'm talking about that a little bit, not paying attention to obviously what is happening right here in this situation. I saw that truck from the way back. You can see in that way back I saw him, and didn't even think that he was going to come over right away. And from passing this guy, he never even looked down at me. I don't even know if he knew I was alive. Okay, so let's go back and look at this again. As you can see, he's coming up on that curve, and I'm talking about other things when I should have been paying attention. I should have already started to stop it, but as you see, I hit the brakes, did a little slide, but other than that, it was a pretty lucky situation that I got it slowed down. Most of the times, in every situation that I've had, it has been me paying attention to other things and not so much paying attention to what's going on around me. Okay, so this last situation I want to show you here is me riding along, talking with a guy. We were just talking about things going on and forgot about the corner. He had a 600-pound bike riding by himself. I had someone on the back of me with my 1,000-pound Electra glide, and as you can see, 2 seconds from when I saw him hit the lights until I went by him, that was 2 seconds. So You know, in younger years, I probably would have locked up the brakes, probably would have ran into him, but I held my direction, slowed her down as fast as I could, and things turned out on a positive note. In each of these situations, it was a positive note. I haven't had too many. Those are the only challenging situations that I've ran into riding this year.
Yeah.
I had one more that I didn't get on video. We won't talk about that one here just because of time, but part of the reason why I feel I've done okay in these situations is because when I got my pilot's license, they taught me a lot about risk assessment and evaluating constantly situations like where you're going to have to put the plane down and all the other emergency situations that you deal with a flying an airplane. Those things have lent themselves over really well to riding the motorcycle because I'm constantly evaluating as I'm riding, not always the best, but I'm constantly evaluating who's going to pull over in front of me, what's going to happen if I lose my brake, what's my out, what side of the lane should I be on when I'm riding to keep from those kinds of things happening. And constantly evaluating is the way that I ride every single day, every single time. And that has really helped me. So, those are some thoughts for this week. Till next week, keep the sunny side up, keep the rubber side down, and have an utterly awesome day.